G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I thought I'll make a quick video on the differences between these two RC tanks. They haven't been out long, especially this Fast and Furious FC138 Feilun tank. That's only just been released and I reviewed that only a couple of days ago. The SG model, the 1203, that's been out for a good maybe 2.5 months now. Easily, maybe even 3 months when that one got released. I reviewed this one about 5 to 6 weeks ago. Both of them I purchased from Banggood on sale, basically. I think this one I got it during the Black Friday sales. I think I purchased this one. And this one is a pretty low on price anyway. They claim it's 40% off at the moment on its release, but I end up using a generic Banggood code and I got an extra 10% off. So yeah, today I just thought, or tonight rather, I'm shooting this at night, I thought I'll make a quick video just out of curiosity. I just want to compare the both. I will be opening both of these ones up in a minute, but I just want to go through the differences between these two tanks, because they are similar in some ways and a lot different in other ways. So I thought I'll make this quick video to see the differences between both and compare them to each other. So the SG 1203, we'll start on this one. This comes in at around $56. Okay, that's with a coupon code, I think. So $56 US at the moment on sale. If you get the metal track version, which includes the rubber tracks like you see here, this is just a basic version that I've got, but you can get the one with the metal track version. They'll bump up the price to around 70 US, okay? But the FC138, this one comes in at $39.99, so $40. But if you use a 10% off generic Banggood code, you can take 10% off that, and that will take another $4 off. So this one comes in at $36. So there's quite a bit of a difference in price. If you get the standard version like this one, it will cost you around $56, and this one with the coupon code 36. So there's exactly $20 US difference. There'll be even more of a gap if you buy the one with the metal tracks. That's $70 US. So there's a comparison of the price. Now, the second one I want to tell you about is the batteries. Now this one here, the SG model, this one comes with a 1200 milliamp hour lithium ion pack, okay, 7.4 volt, and they claim that you'll get around 20 minutes of drive time with this. And yeah, I pretty much, when I went to review it that day, I was running around for a good 15 minutes filming. So I'd say this one would probably, and it still had life in it left, so I stopped it short, and yeah, it probably does have the 20 minutes claimed drive time. While on the other hand, this new model from Feilun, this comes out with a nickel cadmium pack, or NiCad pack, which is half the milliamp hours of that lithium ion of the SG model, and that is 600 milliamp hours with a 7.2 volts of power. As you can see, there's 6 cells in this pack here. But they claim this will give you the same amount of runtime, around 20 minutes as well. Obviously, that's due to the discharge differences between the two different chemicals, you know, in both batteries. So, you know, in my review, you could see I ran it for quite some time, around 12 minutes, I think, filming. So this one, I also didn't run it straight to empty. So, yeah, you're roughly going to get the same, probably around that 20 minutes mark that they claim running these two tanks. Now, I'd like to talk about the range. Now, the SG model, they claim has got an 80-meter range. Now, I'll admit, I don't think I did test out the range at all. I'm pretty sure I didn't, actually, because I was close by driving this one around. But I'm yet to do that. I might do that one day. They do claim this has 80 meters of range, while the SG version, even though I mentioned it in my review the other day, they do claim on the website, on the Banggood listing for this one, it only has 20 meters range. But I did test it out the other day, and I got at least 40 to 45 meters away easily if you watch towards the end of the drive portion in that video review. So that one exceeded the range. I probably could have kept going further, but I ended up at the verge of the, you know, from the field, the park that I was at, to the road. So in an open field, this one probably would get maybe 60. I'm just making a guesstimate here, but, you know, it got pretty far. Anyway, you know, considering they only claim it's a 20-meter range, okay? Now, also the differences, the big differences in between these two tanks is the controllers. The SG model comes with your typical RC car controller. This is a fully proportional pistol grip controller, you know, with the actual wheel here to turn it left and right. So, yeah, that's a big difference between the controller that we get with the Feilun model. Is just a very simple, cheap, PlayStation looking controller, and to go forwards, you'll just, rather than having a trigger, you just got 2 sticks forward, 2 sticks back, and to spin it, you're going to do the opposite stick directions. Now, both are proportional, but I like this controller a lot better. This one seems more fine-tuned with its proportional controls over that little PlayStation style controller. So with this one, you know, the trigger is to go forward, back, and obviously you can pivot with the actual steering wheel there. Okay, guys? Now, if you watched my review the other day on the Feilun tank, I did mention that a couple of times in that video that I'm going to look for some adapters to run this one, get rid of the NiCad battery and run it either on a LiPo or lithium ion pack, just to see how it compares with power and speed to the SG model, because this one isn't as powerful on that NiCad pack than what this one was. So I did end up finding them. Didn't take me long to find them. I found them in one of my crates. They'll put miscellaneous parts, RC parts and so forth. And here they are here. They're the yellow mini Tamiya style connector with a Dean's on the end of it. So I'll just take it out of the packet quickly here. I'll be using this one here. Let me just plug that in. So what I'll be using is this adapter here. As you can see, it's the Tamiya female to Dean's here. And I'll be using it on this lithium ion pack. Just to make it even with the SG model, because that comes out with a lithium ion pack. Okay, so I'll use a Feilun, one of my rock races, one of these 1500 milliamp hour lithium ion packs, and plug it into the tank. As you can see, it's got the same female connector as the actual NiCad battery. Okay, so they'll just plug straight in, and that way I can see if the power will improve on this tank and be more so like the SG model. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, guys, let me just put these apart. I'm just going to compare once again the size of this. As you can see, the length is pretty much even. Okay, the SG model is just a little bit longer from one pulley to the other pulley on the end of it. So just a little bit longer. And let me just take one of these tracks off and one of these ones off as well. And let's have a look at the different tracks here. Okay, so as you can see, this one here is the one off the Feilun, and the tread pattern is very smooth. Basically, there's, you know, hardly any tread on it at all, and the teeth notches here on the inside of the belt are rather small. Okay, when you look at the SG one, it's got much of a more grippier surface on the outside of the belt, and the teeth, the rubber teeth on there, are a lot thicker and a lot bigger as well. Okay, now let's see if you can fit these ones off the SG onto the Feilun. I would say you could. Let me try it out. So you could probably upgrade this Feilun tank with the tracks, and there you go, you can. Fit straight on. Just like so. Not a problem. There you go. So let me just try to... Yeah, not a problem. It fits perfectly. So you can fit that on. I did mention in my review, I was wondering if you could fit the SG belt and track on this Feilun model, and you can. Okay. And now, while I've got the belt off, you can see the pulleys on the SG model are much more sort of heavy dutier than the Feilun model. All the pulleys are bigger in size than the Feilun, and this one has individual shock absorbers, even though they're friction, plus a tensioner on the front, which is metal. Okay, on the Feilun one, let me just take this belt off again. As you can see, there's no little friction shocks. It's just a little pivot joint on each little pulley here, and the pulleys are much smaller along the top and on the bottom. These are main drive pulleys. They're pretty much the same size on both tanks, as you can see there, but the rest of them are much smaller, and there's no tensioner on this one either, unless, what's that? That's just a plastic pivot. That might be just acting as a bit of a tensioner, actually. I think that's what they've made, as like a tensioner. But yeah, bit of a difference there. Okay. And before I open them up, this one comes with LED light bar on the top. This one has no lights. Okay. SG comes with the gull wing doors that open, and this one doesn't have any doors at all. Okay. It's just a sealed shell. All right. So now what I'm going to do quickly is I'll open both of these up, and what I'm curious about is to see what they're like inside, whether they got similar control boards and similar gearboxes, and that'll be pretty much the end of this video. So that's what I'm going to get into now. We'll check it out inside, see what they look like, if they're similar or not, and we'll soon find out. Alright, they'll be coming up right now. Alright guys, I've taken both shells off so we can have a look under the hood. Now, first thing you'll notice is on the SG model, there seems to be a lot more sort of quality parts. As you can see, the springs that hold the tensioner in place are thicker than the other model here. This one's just got a little like axle for the main large pulleys here, held on with little springs to keep the tension in so these don't pop out. Alright. This one also has a very basic control board just here. Okay, you've got some of the motor and gearbox wires that lead to the back here, which are plug-ins for the power system. There's also a little antenna there as well. Okay, I'm not going to pull this apart, but this will be made up of all plastic gears. We've got dual motors there running each side of the drive system of the tank, and also the back gearbox and pulley to turn each side. Okay, on the SG it's much more heavy duty. You can see the main compartment here, and gearbox motor section is rather larger than this one here. It's like, look at the difference in quality there. Okay, that's a Feilun, the $39 one. This is the SG model. Alright, even the control board is a bit more sophisticated, more chips amongst all that circuitry. You got some little capacitors as well, a lot more plug-ins too, you know, for the wires and the for the actual power system. And we've got a longer antenna here. If I can just show you that. It's much longer than the Feilun model. But what disappointed me about this one, right, is that this one's supposed to have all metal gears, right? Well, I've gone ahead and unscrewed this top motor shroud just here, and it looks like they were lying to us on the box, guys. These are, as you can see, clearly all plastic. So it is what it is. Can't really do much about that. I was just curious while I had it apart. I wanted to see if they were metal geared. Alright. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my comparison video between the SG1203 and the Feilun FC138 tanks. You know, two different price points, of course. I just thought I'll make a video comparing both of them, guys. What I'll be doing in the next video is I'll be taking both of these out, do a comparison on field testing. Let me know if you want to see that video, guys. Just, yeah, if you want to see it, post it down in the comments below. Like I said, I'm going to use, in the comparison video, I'm going to use 2 lithium-ion packs just to make it even. I'm curious to see how this one will perform on the lithium-ion pack, so it's a bit fair comparison to the SG model. Alright, guys, so that'll be in the next video. I might go on a really open field as well, and I will test out the range on this, see if it will go 80 meters. And while I'm there, because I'll be at an open field, you know, in the review I was going towards the road, I'll push this one as far as it can go as well. They did claim 20 meters. I got around 45, close to 50 meters in my review the other day. Check that out if you haven't seen it. You're more than welcome to. I'll put I'll pop up a card in the right hand corner of the screen right now so you can see it, or earlier in the video. So yeah, check out both the reviews if you want, guys. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. And to all the regular viewers, I do appreciate you all every time you tune in, guys, and I like to have a chat with you in the comment section always. So thanks for watching, guys. I just thought I'd do this quick video, compare what you get for the money you pay for. And now we know what they both look like inside. This is my main curiosity. I wanted to see and compare both of these, because I haven't opened this one up, or opened both of them up before. So, alright, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Until next time, happy RCN. So yeah, stay tuned for the on-field testing, and let me know if you really want to see that video. Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, guys, catch you later. Take care.